And we're live.
And like looking back, like you look at your teacher, like that's an adult, but it was like that was a 21-year-old girl or something right out of college, like who made a very stupid mistake.
Yeah, 21-year-old girls are morons, and they let those people educate our children.
So I'm
you wouldn't believe the things you get them to do.
I'm in Hope's class. It's like 3rd grade or something, and I would like volunteer to help out every now and then. And they're doing this thing with the solar system where one kid stands in the center, and then all the other kids orbit the sun.
Yeah,
and she was like, just strict on this idea that all the planets had to be in a straight line. So the outermost person was, faster than the innermost person. And she's really stressing how every planet needs to be a straight line. I'm like, that's not how it works.
This is just Jim. They just put the fat kid on the outside. Come on, Pluto, keep up.
Excuse me, Mrs. Dumb Bitch. Do you believe that all the planets swing in perfect single file line in outer space?
Well, 3 months ago, I was getting deep dicked while drunk off my ass on jungle juice at a frat party, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So, and that was like, I don't know. It just seems like it's something that a teacher should have right. Like,
yeah, I don't think that.
And that's such an easy one. Who thinks that the planets?
Oh, a lot of people.
Align that way. I thought you were going to be like she was organizing like a geocentric model of where she's like one of those.
Yeah, like she's
like
exactly
all those,
right.
and it's like, and Roger, because it's a geocentric model, you actually have to run in weird zigzags to make it make sense. In Saturn, you run way 100 yards away and come back.
Yeah. They all go in the same direction, and they are not in sync. Although they do believe that the last planet that they only have theorized exists because of the gravitational effect that it's having on other planets. They think that it's going in the other direction.
Wait, what last planet? What are you talking about?
They think there's another planet out far beyond Pluto and the Kuiper Belt.
And
why do they say that?
Because of the gravitational effect that it's having on the other planets.
Couldn't we see that one? Like we see stars and stuff that's so far away. I feel like we would catch another planet.
Well, stars are gigantic burning balls of gas, and planets are cold.
We found Pluto.
Pluto's a lot closer, and we only found Pluto like 100 years ago.
We really could be missing a whole planet. How embarrassing would that be?
I think it's big too.
Really?
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson rolling in his grave.
You know what? I don't understand. I don't understand why big planets are gas.
Orbiting in his grave.
Oh, this is just a lot of it.
Why doesn't it get pulled in more? Like, why doesn't how a black hole it's small because it's heavy, so then it pulls in, it gets denser. It's dense because it's dense almost. Why are gases floating out so wide in Jupiter?
What do you mean?
Do
you mean why is Jupiter so far away? Why hasn't it come closer?
No. Why is Jupiter so large in diameter? It's heavy. It should be pulling those gases in tighter.
I think it's pulling them in as tight as they can go. I think they're pulling as tight as they can. I think they're very dense at the like as you get closer to the planet, and less dense as you go out because of the gravitation.
I think it's not trying hard enough.
Like you couldn't stand on Jupiter. You wouldn't want to stand on Jupiter.
Well, I mean, there is a solid core in there.
Yeah, but you would die way before you. How far would you sink into Jupiter? Do you think?
They know
all the way. All the way. I don't know.
80,000 kilometers or something. like a long
How far do you sink into the sun? All the way. It's like standing on like a ocean made of methane or something. Maybe that's Uranus. Maybe that's the one made of methane.
Or perhaps Neptune. I don't know. I always forget. But no, I found that interesting. They were talking about they were theorizing about another planet being out.
Have they named it?
It's lame. They always call it Planet X because the person who finds it, who discovers it, names it, right? And nobody's found it yet.
Theoretical Planet 9. It's a hypothetical planet in the outer region of the solar system. Not reading all that. They have a picture of a fake planet.
There's a lot of fucking information to take in.
Come on, Taylor. I want to hear more. I imagine the listeners are with me.
I'm trying to find better details on it right now.
I watched a YouTube video. I watched those infographic videos, and I watch a ton of space shit.
By Wendell? He does a lot of aircraft stuff.
Wendell.
Am I wrong on his name?
I'm saying it so I can type it.
I probably have it wrong. Now I'm thinking it's something else.
Wendell B. He's a rapper. Yeah. I know this guy. He's probably thinking about his hit single. What is this song?
Wendell?
Just don't understand you. I'm sexy not bad.
I don't know where I got that name from, but I'm hunting for it.
This is actually R&B. It's kind of nice.
Whose YouTube space channels are you watching?
Let me go to like my like homepage or whatever.
That's I never watch space shit. It's interesting.
I love that
though.
stuff.
If I'm gonna watch like nature, I usually go with like the deep of the ocean documentaries or like jungle, like Planet Earth style stuff.
Lately, it's recommended. So I listen to these videos that are like thunder and lightning storms with a black screen. I put them on my TV in my bedroom and I go to sleep with that as like a sound machine.
Mm-hmm.
But the stupid algorithm thinks that I'm just obsessed with those videos now and I want lots of them. Like I just need the one. I just need the one. And now my whole homepage is like rain and thunder dark screen. It's a live stream. They're live, like what? Black screen thunder and ASMR rain. I've got like half a dozen of these on every page. But I'm looking for my my space shit that I watch. Here's some stuff about
shit.
Yeah. I watch History History Uncovered. That's got a lot of medieval combat and like stuff like that. I watch In Deep Geek. That's got tons of Lord of the Rings nonsense where they're like, how powerful was the Witch King of Angmar?
Yeah, there's a channel like that, Nerd of the Rings.
I watch Natural World Facts. They've got like tons of like, I don't know, underwater creatures and all sorts of like Discovery Channel, what Discovery Channel used to be type shit. I'm still scrolling. I can't find my space shit. I haven't watched any in a little bit. But you stop watching something for a week and you're like, oh, he's done with that now. Now he wants to see people getting hit in the head with baseballs. I've got 30 videos of people getting like beamed with baseballs now when I just watch one.
Yeah, that's all it takes. I watch like one big hockey hit and then that's all that's suggested. I watch animal fights. I'm glad they get suggested because some of those are good. But YouTube removes a lot of them now. There used to be a glut of good quality animal fight videos, both against people and fellow animals. And now harder and harder to find. You have to go to like Live Leak. Disappointing. I don't like this kind of online censorship. This is America. I should be able to watch any sort of this stuff that I want for free. You know what we should do?
So there's a really good channel. They've got tons of like interesting little animated videos. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's Kurzgesagt.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of. That there's somehow also Wendell. Like they have, I'm sure, whatever. That's the one.
Oh, you think there's some big YouTuber controlling this channel or something?
No, I think when you open it, they describe themselves as Wendell or something close to that. What is it? Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, it's this. That's the word. I probably should just link the channel.
I don't know.
They animate these videos and they're really educational and it's tons of topics. Like I'm looking at like their last few uploads. The Ultimate Guide to Black Holes, nuclear energy versus the climate, the gold apocalypse, nuclear death, the final border, true limits of humanity, what are you doing with your life, the tail end, optimistic nihilism, the great filter, wormholes, loneliness, vaccines, bacteriophage, like all things that I'm really interested in.
The great filter is super interesting to me.
Totally, yeah.
What is that about?
Kyle, do you want to take this on?
The great filter is all of the things that that get in the way of an intelligent species getting to the point where they could contact us. Essentially, like there's the Fermi paradox. Is that what it is?
Sounds right.
There's the question of why haven't we contacted intelligent life? And why hasn't it contacted us? And the idea is that the great filter stops life from reaching the point of technological advancement at which they would be able to do such a thing. And there's lots of things that get in the way. And I mean, there's plenty of things between us and that right now, right? Like
we might kill ourselves.
We might kill ourselves. Yeah. Asteroids hit us. Sun flares.
Most advanced ever, right? You know, like it could be that we're somehow first. We're the first person ever to get this far. It could
Someone has to be.
someone, it's odds seem against it. It's a
Mhm.
great big universe, but we could be first. It could be that we're not interesting. It could be, I don't know. But there's a bunch of things they list that could be the great filter. Kyle mentioned solar flares. That's a good one. Just something that prevents a society from living for the what even is it, 40,000 years that it takes to get
there's no
super
way of knowing
advanced.
how long it would take, right? Because like
Yeah, what
How
if the
long would it-
species is way smarter than us? You know?
or do they just advance more quickly? There's no
Right.
there's no way of knowing how quickly it would take
How-
something to evolve
How long
From-
have we advanced? Like
from bacteria or from monkey
No.
people.
neither. How long have we been basically biologically what we are now?
About
like a
250,000
250,000 years. Yeah.
250,000 years. So if someone born 250,000 years ago, adopted to today, would live basically a normal life.
I don't know if they were like
They wouldn't do well on Tinder, but you could get them a job at the grocery store, no problem.
they could. Yeah, I don't know what their capabilities would be.
Yeah.
Because that's so long ago. Like how long
If
ago
you had
were
an
Neanderthals?
infant, I think is the real question. Like if you take the infant from 250,000 years ago and you put him in a fucking preschool, does he? And I think the answer
Does he
is
look
yes.
the same? Does he advance?
I don't think he looks the
Does he
same.
speak the language?
Exactly, but I think he would have the same intelligence. Is the idea.
So let's do this. Like, how long have we really been moving forward? Like, okay, let's agree that like the wheel and tools, like that came a long time ago, but that wasn't a period of rapid advancement. Rapid advancement came with like maybe metalworking. And what's that, 4,000 years ago?
we stutter stepped, right? We were talking about
Mhm.
medieval times earlier. We had the
kind of
Romans.
plateaued over
The-
and over.
Yeah, well, the Black Plague killed how many? It was like
Killed like a third
massive
of Europe.
percentage. It was like a third of Europeans were killed by the Black Plague, and then that coincided with the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages. It was just, it's hard to say how long it would take any. If that hadn't happened, maybe we're 3,000 years ahead of where we are right now, right? Like
Oh.
maybe.
Was that farther back than I think it was?
The
When
bubonic
was-
plague was in the 1300s.
Yeah, I mean, a huge amount of our population got killed off, and like
1338.
culture sort of came to a standpoint in Europe, or a stop still in Europe for a long time. I don't know,
I don't know either. But
but in any case, that YouTube channel makes some really good fucking videos about like a wide array of topics, not just like space shit. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I want to watch some more space stuff.
I like the videos on like all the ways that we could go extinct, and the ones on like faster than light travel, black holes, pulsars, like all the asteroid mining shit is really cool. All of that stuff is really fascinating. I wish we'd do a thing like I hate to agree with Woody on this, but like I just feel like our space programs never do a thing. Like a real thing. Like I grew up watching Star Trek, god damn it. I'm 35 years old and we haven't done a thing yet. We've been talking about Mars since I was in high school. Do a thing. Put a human being on another planet. Put a human being on an asteroid. That'd be cool enough, right?
oh no, Kyle, rockets are more economical now.
Couldn't we
Aren't
go to
you?
would
Have
you be
I not
impressed-
tickled your fantasy?
Look,
Rockets are
tickling
more
my fantasy.
economical.
No, look, I appreciate everything Elon Musk has done, and it's been a rapid advancement. My problem is not with him and what he's doing. It's with NASA and their slow ass pace. And it's not even their fault. It's the administrations who have cut their funding over the last
Yeah, they're like going
30
backwards.
decades, 3
Yeah.
decades. One space shuttle blew up and a school teacher died. Better cut the funding back. Like, get out. That was supposed to be Big Bird. That was supposed to be Big Bird on that flight, not a school teacher. And
That
the reason it
would've-
wasn't Big Bird is because he wouldn't fit. They were like, Big Bird's 7 feet tall, right? And they were like, shit, well, let's get a school teacher. The kids will love that. And that shit blew up.
Man, it would have been difficult to explain to a whole generation of kids why Big Bird was on that week on Sesame Street. And they'd have to like for kids' sakes, like do the news like there was one survivor.
they show Big Bird
He's floating down.
fucking flying out of the wreckage.
Yeah, Photoshop.
I
of him
just-
surviving.
He comes down, he's all singed. He's in front of the cameras. He's just like, wow. It was horrible. Whatever Big Bird sounds
That's a good Big
Whatever
Bird.
Big Bird sounds. I have no memory of what Big Bird sounds like.
like.
Back on the like, I don't mean to hate on Elon Musk. Without pointing fingers, whether it be Elon or Jeff Bezos or NASA or whatever, just not doing cool shit. with the space program in a while. I also recognize more economical rockets are a stepping stone to cool shit. Like I get that too. If you want to go to space, maybe you're like, you know what? It's worth 25 grand to me to take a trip to space. Economical rockets are important in making that happen. I get it. But, or maybe space planes, whatever it is they use. But still, in terms of what we've delivered, wake me up when something cool happens. Did you put a car in space? Fuck you.
Look, you don't have to fly to another solar system. All right. I'm not expecting that in my lifetime. I know I'll never see that. But fuck, could we just step foot on something again? I'd love to see that. That happened long before I was born. Were you born in the 60s, Woody? When were you?
No.
How old are you? God.
There's no telling.
Yes, my dad saw like the Neil Armstrong thing. He saw that happen. I don't think my mom did. My dad was born in 53, so my mom was born in 63, so she'd only been like 6 or 7 or some shit. So no.
In my childhood, the space shuttle started happening.
Yeah.
And they looked like planes. They were space planes. They launched like rockets, but they landed like planes, and that was pretty cool. And they were built with the same idea Elon had, that they were reusable and less expensive, but it didn't work out very well.
I think they were too expensive to run. And then we lost 2. I think we only lost the 2. One on takeoff, the Challenger, I think, and then one on a reentry when the tiles had been knocked off or whatever, and they all burned alive.
We lost one right after 9/11, right?
I think that's the one I'm referring to, where the tile had been knocked off, and so
that must have got overshadowed. I don't even remember that one.
It did get overshadowed by 9/11. Like it happened like the next year or something like that. It was so close that people were like, "Was it Al Qaeda? Did they take down the space shuttle?" And it's like, I don't think so. I think we've seen the height of their technological doings when they came at us with box cutters. Yeah, but the box cutter and the AK-47 is the height of their technocracy. I don't think we have to worry about their space warfare capabilities. But yeah, I want to see us do a thing. And I watch these fucking space YouTube channels are just getting me hyped up about some shit that's impossible. But they make it seem like it's practical. They say it's practical to like do this like not a space elevator, but this like loop-de-loop thing where it's like
where
space escalator.
Yeah, I'm going to explain
later.
So they explain this thing where you've got like one thing orbiting the planet, and then you've got a long like cable connecting it to another thing. Okay. And as it orbits the planet, it's swinging, and the swing thing would dip down into the top of our atmosphere, and it could pick up vessels. Like you'd only have to get to the top of the atmosphere for it to pick you up, and the centrifugal motion would like sling you all the way to the moon, and then you could have another one at the moon that could sling you all the way to Mars.
How do you grab onto it if it's always moving?
Well, you do the math right, and you remember in Interstellar when he's like, it's not possible, and he's like, and Matthew McConaughey's like, it's necessary, and he just fucking does it. You need a Matthew McConaughey up there doing the math.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Jesus. Clearly. You literally do the math, so you got there at the perfect time. Like that's the sort of thing NASA's good at, it seems like.
Math, yeah. Well, then they need to buckle down and get to it, because they've lost the plot. Nobody's excited about space exploration anymore.
Do you care about that rover they've got on Mars right now?
I don't give a fuck.
Are you aware they've got a drone they're flying around Mars right now?
I don't care. I want to see somebody bounce
around.
around.
Yeah, I don't care. I want to see a dude up there.
Yeah,
or a girl. I don't care.
And like we said, if they're gonna blow the "we found life" horn, it better have legs. Like it better be a form of life that has legs.
What about fins?
Anything but bacteria.
Anything but bacteria, and I'm pretty no. But for real though, if we found some bacteria, that would be a really big.
I think they found like frozen dead bacteria. Right?
No, that'd have been a big deal if that had happened.
Oh, I thought that was many years ago they did that.
No, it would have been like epically world-changing information if we found like actual life that had evolved outside of this planet, because we have no proof that that's even possible. And it would be nice to, if bacteria can happen, then anything can happen.
That's so funny. I had it in my head this whole time that we did like find bacteria or something on Mars.
No.
Well, then this is even less exciting than I thought.
I think I watched a YouTube video recently about why it makes more sense to send women to Mars. Something about it's more economical. Something about
being lighter.
being lighter and a bunch of other stuff. I think they also work better in groups, and also I think maybe there was.
Why
an
do they
issue
get
with-
their ass kicked on every episode of The Apprentice then?
because Donald Trump is picking hotties to compete against the men instead of some chicks with
Against
degrees.
businessmen?
Yeah, against businessmen. He's like, all right, we have Rebecca, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, and Tammy from down at Hooters. Hey there. Nice to see you again. In here. And Becky from the Pink Rhino. All right, you're going against Bill. He's from from
Yale.
Schwab, and Yale, Princeton, and Harvard. A trifecta of savvy. Oh, we love it, Bill. And yeah, that might be why, or it's probably just the case that men are better at everything. That's measurable anyway.
Mm-hmm.